cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right. On screen, we are chilling, talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier. All right, you know what I'm saying? They out there doing the tag team back again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Rex and Effects and Let's Begin. I don't know the rest of the words, but all I know is, you know what I'm saying? I'm here with actually. Have you been on the show before? I feel like you
No,
were
I
like
have
long
not.
ago.
First time being around.
First time on the show, Rai the cool guy. Introduce yourself.
What's good, everybody? I'm RJ of the Nerdy Brew. I do go also by Rai the cool guy, but right now it's RJ the Nerdy Brew. And I talk TV, movies, and everything in between, all while drinking a cup of coffee. And
Yes.
I'm here with my boy at OneYoungsta, and we about to make it happen.
Yo, man. Actually, it's been a minute since we've like talked seriously about some like, you know, any kind of movies and stuff like this. So this is gonna be fun. So
Yeah.
big shout out to we got of course Arcatron in the chat. We got Young Trey in the chat. Big shout out to y'all. Nice to see y'all in the spot chilling, you know what I'm saying? You know, just posted up like two young G's. Arcatron,
Thank y'all for being here.
Yeah, thank y'all for rolling through. Arcatron, I got that photo coming for you today or tomorrow, but it's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Brother had to get some things done. All right, I was taking mad long, but I got some stuff on the way. With that said, I think I'm gonna start. I'll start with this statement for this review, for this conversation.
Right.
This is what happens when you choose a whack leader. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens. You catch L's. You know what I'm saying? You know your boys.
Yeah,
you know your boys whack.
Get ready for it. You're absolutely right.
You know your boys whack, and you hanging with them anyway. But with that said, RJ, how you feeling about this episode?
First of all, I felt like the show has been steadily great each and every episode. And this episode just increased on having like a speed of getting to the end game, pun intended. And it was just like it was super intense. And they just really took it there for Disney Plus. And all the twists and turns and the nuances that they projected in this episode just made me feel like elated to see how the show is going to conclude. So this was a great episode.
Yeah, because we ain't got but 2 episodes left. And this joint,
Exactly.
I'm like, look, psh, we could have took 2 episodes off of the front end of WandaVision. On the back end of this. Let's be for real. The first 2 episodes of WandaVision, WandaVision were already reiterated in episode 3. They weren't necessary, and we could have had 2 more episodes of a better show in Falcon and Winter Soldier. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah.
I made peace with it.
Yeah.
I'll burn sage. All right. But with that said, this episode was
you
fire.
got to dealing with dark magic, chaos magic. Yeah. You got to.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fire on top of fire on top of fire. You're gonna be like, what kind of fire are you talking about? Fight scenes, fire. All right. Wakanda stepping through, fire. And acting, fire. Now you're gonna be like, man, what you mean acting, man? All we saw was people get chopped up. No, all right. Sebastian's face going through the crying of like memorizing or remembering all of the moments that kind of made him the Winter Soldier when he wasn't in control, when he was out of control, when he was forced to kill all these people. And then seeing that cry, that anger, that desperation and sadness turn into a smile of freedom when Io said he was free. Bruh, talk about that breakthrough. Yeah. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? That man was acting. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it to him. That man was acting. Also, hashtag Wakanda be fixing things. All right. Now, we was all like, yo, where Wakanda at? Because technically they got Vision's body, and Vision's body is made out of stolen vibranium. Where Wakanda at? We ain't see no Wakanda, all right? But this show, Wakanda was like, all right, we done had it. We done had it.
Yeah, that's true.
We done had it. We had enough. We want Zemo. You got 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? And then, we'll get to the fight later. But when Homegirl had the shield, and she was like, you know what? Go on, leave.
Oh yeah,
go on, leave it. You know what?
Yeah.
He needed more than we do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
man.
And what I appreciate about that scene was that with them leaving the shield, it was kind of like a show of good faith and mutual respect between the fact that that particular shield has history between Wakanda and Steve Rogers, for all the things that they've been through.
Because the new Captain America, he ain't even Captain America.
He a buster.
That dude, like, his whack self, that man, look, he was corny out the gate, all right? But we was like, look, you know what I'm saying? Look, he what we got. But dude, John Walker through this whole episode, the problem with John Walker is he's an apt example of like the super entitled white guy. Homie comes up.
Oh boy, you said
homie comes up
all the way.
I'm ordering you. I don't work for you. I don't work for you. You're ordering me? I don't work for you. Like, and then he's like, you got 10 minutes or we gonna do it my way. What do you mean we? I don't work for you. Right. I'm trying to tell you something.
With him saying like that or projecting himself in that fashion, it kind of is a nuanced way to say the entitlement of like the police state that like we deal with.
It's like we America,
they just,
we the police,
fictionized it.
Yep.
Yeah, so they just they fictionized it in speaking it through John Walker of like not doing things properly through regulation. And just what the word that we're using as entitlement to force their way because he's believing with his symbol, of being the new Captain America that he has a type of authority when you got to earn that. Like he's not even maneuvering correctly.
And we're going to get into that later. Now, I do want to give some shout outs to the folks. You know what I'm saying? Antoine Allen in the chat. Of course, Arcatron, Young Trey, we already hollered at y'all. Tyler Bennett, you know what I'm saying? First name after one, you know what I'm saying? Also, we got Fatima in the spot, Jenna James, Lami in the spot. Like, yo, man, it's good to see y'all sunshiny faces. Now, what is it? Antoine Allen said, agreed. I think they were having fun doing old shows and sacrifice good story at the end, talking about WandaVision. And then further on, Fatima says, John Walker is Popo. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
John Walker is the feds. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm just saying, John Walker will definitely snitch on you. John Walker is that same dude that will snitch on you, like in the homeowners association, if your grass is like just a little bit too high. Like he's definitely going. He telling on you at the meeting. I'm telling you, John Walker definitely wants to see your manager. Like he definitely wants to see your manager.
He's a male Karen.
Like, dude wants to see your manager. I'm just letting you know, straight off the gate. But all right, let's get into. We'll get back to John Walker for a second, but I gotta give it to Zemo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Zemo was kind of fire this episode.
Yeah,
Zemo is actually. I know he's a bad guy, but I'm kind of digging him now. Like,
yeah,
I kind of had some decent takes on some stuff. He's like,
he
the super
does,
soldier
and
serum is wrapped up in supremacy. Yeah, the fur on the neck,
I'm loving
man.
that, the fur and the coat, all that swag that he's carrying.
Yup. Gotta have the fur on the neck, man. Fur on the neck. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I gotta go. Fur on the neck. How are you feeling as far as Zemo with like all of his statements, his nice little quotables and stuff? Like, because I think they're showing that he's way more intelligent and very, very on point and apt in describing like what's going on around him as well.
Yeah, most definitely. For him, when we first saw him, he was locked up and he was reading Machiavelli and the Prince. So that shows you already that he is already not about a fascist state. And he is very thorough on his beliefs. So he's being a constant character from when we saw him from Civil War to now. That he is basically pro-human. He is pro-human, no alterations, and
he ain't gonna have no
just
PEDs.
Very.
He ain't counting none of your home runs.
He's gonna have clean pee. Yeah, for real.
Clean pee all the time. Hashtag clean pee.
So with him having his thoughts and his quotables of not having supremacy. It just shows that, and also just with his background of losing his family, he has a little tainted or jaded view to be a little bit more extreme. So he's on the other side of the coin of Carly. So he's just a good contrast compared to her.
Mm-hmm. And even though he was reading the Machiavelli, and I saw that, it was a great opportunity. Tyler Bennett said, wait. Disney getting into the Tupac bag, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, if he was listening to Machiavelli as also reading Machiavelli, that would have been dope. Like if you would have picked up the book and all you heard was Illuminati all through your body, you know what I'm saying? You were like, oh snap!
I'm with you.
Yo, Mary. Ah man, look, come on, man. It was a perfect opportunity. I don't know why they didn't have him. Come on, man. Or reading Machiavelli, and then like when he was like breaking out of jail, when he was walking, like have him slow mo and be like, "Come with
that would have
me."
been amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
They need to hire us. They need to hire.
Come on, man.
That would have been great.
Small things, small little pieces y'all could have threw in there, little small nuggets.
Yeah, I watched your episode from last week, and I love how episode 3, when he was escaping, and Bucky was telling him about the plan. And then, like, in the middle of the plan, Anthony Mackie was like, wait, where are we? What's going on?
Hold on. You already
showed up. Then he just showed up.
He was like, all right, check it. What if he broke out? Oh, well, I mean, you know, maybe I have to think about, no, but he already broke out, though.
He's walking through the door, Like, that was great.
I like Baron Zemo. I like his take on a lot of stuff. They really make him deep, and they give him an opportunity to like make some decent points, have some fun, and also be he's honestly not as nefarious. I mean, he's bad, but he's not like as evil as like you think. You'd be like, oh man, this guy's evil. It's like, well, nah, he just doesn't believe that there should be superheroes.
He gives Turkish delights to the children.
Yeah, he got Turkish delights for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
he can't be that bad of a guy.
Wu-Tang is for the children, and Baron Zemo is for the children. That's all I'm saying. Unless they're super soldier children, then he's not for the children. Because you see, Carly showed up on site. Baron had them shots for her. He did not wait. He didn't hesitate.
No.
He was like, blacka. He was not.
Yeah.
He was not playing. You know.
Yeah. He said that thing. Yeah.
Shouts to Fatima.
His trigger hand's strong.
Oh, super strong. Fatima says Zemo has taken over the series. Gave him a 1-hour dance off. Yo, man. When he was like, you know.
Yeah. He pumped his fist. I was like, no, they took it there. But I saw what you said in your episode that he's been locked up. He needs a little bit of freedom.
Yeah, he you know what I'm saying? He needed a little freedom. And speaking of freedom, when the fight went down with Wakanda, when Wakanda's Dora Milaje came through, and we'll get into that just after this, you see how your boy was like, I see y'all busy.
He ducked off. He was like, I'm not in it.
I see y'all busy, so I'll holler at y'all.
Yeah. He's skedaddled.
Hey, y'all be good. Man, so you got John Walker. He's on some like, yo, look, get down, because I'm taking Baron Zemo now. Once again, acting like he's somebody daddy. Come busting in the room. First thing, yo, you breaking the door, I gotta pay for that. But anyway, forget that. You breaking the door, busting in here. I could have been butt naked. What if I just got out of the shower? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't got no consideration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So busting in my door that I pay for. Thank you. Busting in the door that I pay for. Then talk about some, oh, well, jig is up. Give me Baron Zemo. First thing, we never made a deal to give you nothing. Then Dora Milaje rolled through like, look, we gave you 8 hours. Then we gave you a little baby extension. Time's up.
Yeah.
John Walker.
Our jurisdiction is where we at. Yeah, that was crazy.
Talk about some, hi, I'm John Walker. She like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I ain't impressed by you.
Right.
Our country is doper than yours. Our technology is better than yours. Our clothes are better than yours. Like, our super soldier, the one that we helped fix, is better than you. Like, everything is better than you. All right? You coming up in here, come on, man. Talk about some John Walker. I'm high. And then tell you ain't got no jurisdiction. I'm glad she was like, hold on, first, let me tell you something. Because I see you new.
Yeah. Yo, I just want to tell you, like, for real, I really got lost, and I really, like, yelled at the screen when he touched her. I was like, what are you doing?
When he touched her, I was like, get your hands off me. I was like, don't touch me.
I was like, yo, what kind of diplomatic move are you doing? That was totally stupid, because there's so much gray area and red tape in that. For him to put his hands on her,
because you're Captain America, representing the American people, American army, whatever, and then you're dealing with an emissary from Wakanda, but you're both in Latvia, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? When he touched her, I was like, don't touch me. now I'll say this. Big shout out to everyone in the chat. I want to give y'all some game real quick. If you're ever in an exchange like that and someone touches you, strike them immediately. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, they're setting you up to hit you first. Trust me. If you're in an exchange like that and it seems like it's aggressive and is kind of getting close and they touch you, strike them immediately. Just straight up. I'm being honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know it sounds crazy, but they're setting you up, because trust me, he was doing that to test her gangster. And
and she got an A.
She got an A+. Yo, she whooped him. She beat that man like a $80 rug, son. Like, she beat that man. Yeah. Oh, and your boy Lamar got super beat down. Look, the funny thing is, they get beat up. Baron Zemo drinking tea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got Sam like, yo, should we get in this? And Winter Soldier like, shh. He like, look, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch them get beat up and mind my business. Until it looked like she was, because, of course, Io was like, look, I'm going to kill this dude. And he was like, all right, look. Can't let you kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? Come on with it. Can't you let you just be dropping bodies out here?
Right.
Man, Antoine Allen says Sam told him you got a better chance fighting Bucky than the Dora. He was too rough.
Yeah.
Yo, I guess let me ask you, what's your favorite part of that fight scene? Because
my favorite part is when the other Dora shot her spear and it ended up getting a shield. And she just laid it on the table.
Oh, yeah.
And John was just still there, just stuck, just trying to get it. That was my favorite part.
Man, honestly, that's
when his ego got lost.
For just a basic spear and some high quality training, they made these dudes look like the freshman team. Not even junior varsity. They made them look like the freshman team. I'm glad that wasn't filmed. Well, I mean, it was filmed for us, but I mean, I'm glad nobody's general or whatever saw that, because
Right.
It was not pretty, man. It was not pretty.
Yeah.
Like
But
Captain
the public
America,
did see some stuff though. That the public did see some stuff.
Oh yeah, they did. So let's get into how are you feeling about Carly, man? How do you feel about Carly right now?
Man, I was kind of for her. They put me on the side of the villain with her conversations. But in this episode, I am not liking her anymore. That's how I feel about her. For her, I noticed she was just lying, but I didn't appreciate her calling Sam sister. I did not like that.
Word.
Threatening. That just took away from me even trying to sympathize or empathize with her. And then when Sam had the conversation of talking with her, and she was like, "They're just a bunch of robots, and I'll mold them down too." that just took away from having a much more care for her cause, because I was on board. I love the declaration of one world, one people. I was like, yo, that's fire. But she doesn't want the order, and she's willing to do the most at her cause, and I just don't appreciate that.
Yeah, because we see her falling deeper into this just, I guess, endless pit of like bad decisions, one after another.
Yes.
Because she has a point, but I think this is why revolutionaries and movements need a wise older party to help them out at times, because she has a point. She has a valid concern. The issue is you're killing innocent people. Like, you're killing people that did nothing to you. If you were killing people that, hey, live by the gun, die by the gun, it'd be different. But these are people that did nothing to you and you're killing them. And then you're going to say, well, these people came back and they took our homes. And it's like, well, imagine this. For you, say if you were caught up in the blip or the snap or whatever, right? Imagine this, you're chilling and you disappear you see your body turning into ashes and you disappear. We don't know if they went to heaven, hell, the ether, whatever. They just did, if it was just nothingness and came back. So for them, it was yesterday. So this is the only home I know. This is it. So you're not looking for any kind, you're looking for all the empathy and not willing to give any. These people were gone for 5 years, and technically for them, it was yesterday. So, I mean, look at Monica. Monica, she took a nap, got up, her mama was dead. It is 5 years later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she
you don't have no
empathy
for that. You want to treat her, you want to lump her in with the new Captain America. And it's like, look, if you had a wiser, older party to help her out through this, because I think when it comes to any movement, like speaking on the movement, you know what I'm saying? Like, say for BLM, I'm not talking about the organization BLM, I'm talking about the movement BLM. I know there's a difference. Movement. Let's not get into that. But
the sentiment of BLM.
Yeah, the sentiment of BLM. You need the fire from the youth, but you do need some kind of direction at times from the wise older party. The unfortunate part is it seems like the older contingent in our case just want to kind of look down their noses at the younger party, but that's a whole nother thing. In this case, if we were to write it, technically it would be a wiser older party that she could kind of lean on for these moments when she wants to accelerate things, and for them to kind of like pull them back and be like, yo, well, look, these people right here the bomb you put that building in, they did nothing. They just came back. They just reappeared. So you gotta fight smarter. You gotta fight in a different way. I'm not saying don't blow nothing up, because sometimes you gotta blow something up, but blow up the right thing. You know what I'm saying? These just people that came back. They ain't know nothing. You're just chilling, eating a sandwich, and all of a sudden you just disappear. And when you come back, it's 5 years later. Your little brother is now like your older brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like because it's not like whole family. Sometimes, you know, like mama was still there and daughter gone or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So who knows the different kind of issues and interpersonal relationships that have been reestablished and or broken due to this.
Right.
And
right.
just like you're angry, these people are probably angry as well because they might have lost their husband,
so much
lost
time.
their wife. Yeah, missed so much time. So, you know, you have to be very careful about how you handle this. And her friend tries to help at times, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, look, there was people in there, but this is why you need an older person to kind of like rein you in. And unfortunately, we see that person die in this episode where the kind of great conversation between her and Sam goes down. How are you feeling about that conversation?
No, I felt like, first of all, it was perfect for Sam's personality of knowing that they bring it up in the episode that he used to work at the VA and he used to counsel the soldiers. So it just further accentuated his character, and it really just helped with his arc of talking with her and getting to the point of figuring that she needs to do a different or have a different way of how she's approaching things. And this man was deliberately talking to the villain. Like, he calmed everything down and not going into the fight. He was there to de-escalate the situation. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, and it's one of those issues where, due to somebody stupid, it could have been a breakthrough. Could have been.
Yes.
But we got you know, Captain Killer that came through. Speaking of Captain Killer, Zeus Belu says the shield stained with blood is a real powerful image. That shield was the symbol of hope and freedom for 80 years, and now it was used to kill someone in cold blood. This series is doing an amazing job showing what made Steve so unique. It was never the serum.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, just adding on to that is just like how we figured out Steve's personality in the first Avenger, that with him getting the shield and getting the serum, he was a good person. And that's what the scientist of the super soldier serum was looking for. He wasn't looking for the perfect soldier.
Time to find
he was looking for a good man. Yes. And with the blood stain on the shield shows the quality of character of John Walker on contrast of Steve Rogers. So yeah, that's a beautiful point.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, yo, man, look, you need to just come on, man, give a brother some love. Give a brother some love. Let him chill, do his thing, and give him some props. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I will say how should I say this before we, you know, bring in the homie. The issue with John Walker is that he's a great soldier. He's a horrible man. And that's the issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But guys, go in and welcome. Yo, look, hold up. Look. Come on, chat. You know I gotta bring them in. All right, so right now in the bottom square, you have the one and only. You know what I'm saying? High flying, depth defying. You know what I'm saying? 3-time WWE champion. All right, 2-time winner Olympics gold medalist. All right,
I got my Tom Walker shirt on right now.
You know what I'm saying? Captain America himself. All right, Clement Bryant.
See, again, you lied to the people, and then I'm gonna have to justify all of that. I am not the greatest man that ever lived. Okay, no more of that. I am not John Walker. No, I'm kidding. It's not good. What's up,
so, Clement, how you feel about this new episode, man?
Bro, Like this episode, I think this was the episode that everyone was waiting on. Like there were so many confrontations in this episode, and by the end of it, I finished it at like 1:30 in the morning, and I was up until maybe 2:30 because I couldn't sleep.
Because you hit me with a message, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. I ain't watched it yet."
Yeah, you had to unpack it. You had to unpack all the heaviness.
Like, bro, seeing the blood on the shield at the end of the episode, like, me and my girlfriend were watching. She's like, "What's the big deal?" I was like, "Yo, they have never shown blood on the shield in the MCU in a decade, ever. They showing scratches on it, but they never showed straight up blood."
Yep, straight blood.
Like, it's like,
hate to see it.
But like, I think my favorite part was like the Dora Milaje fight. Like,
Word.
Straight up, Sir John Walker, his ass, and reminded him that he is not the man that he thinks he is.
Nah, not even
he is
close.
not a great fighter. That Captain America, no one gives a F about Captain America outside of America. So like, let's just be honest. So like,
ain't nobody think about him.
I was fully invested, and I really liked that conversation that Sam had with Carly. I think that was that conversation in the middle. It was like a rare moment for them to slow down and actually talk about what the differences is, which is like you don't really see that in the MCU a lot. So,
yeah, and that's something that I like about being able to have these shows.
Yeah. So like I dug it. I think the one thing that I find when I'm watching WandaVision, and I kind of talk to people about it, that they compare it to WandaVision too much. And you can't compare them. That's like my point, because they're like, if they would have started with Falcon, and I'm like, Falcon and Winter Soldier isn't a bad show. It's just a different show than what.
Yeah, it's a very different show.
Right. So people are like, oh, the show sucks. It's too slow, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't know what it wants to be. It's like, no, what it wants to be is a straight up action thriller.
Yeah,
we're getting
an action show
that has depth, that has nuance. This WandaVision had depth and nuance, but in a different way. So like, and I think this was the episode that proved like, hey, it can balance, heavy points about racism and capitalism and displacement and everything that it happens, and balance the fight scenes and make a point at the same time.
Yeah, and I think I'd actually say that this show has been doing a good job of that the whole time. This isn't a show that you can really put theories to. And I think people love doing their theories. This is just straight up like, yo, we got action. We going full throttle. You can't sit there and be like, is Mephisto going to be in there? Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't pulling no fake, you know what I'm saying? No fake Quicksilver up in here. We ain't doing none of that. We just like, we got action. This is what you going to get. All right,
this is what you're going to get. The story. This is what we presenting to you. And another thing, I feel like how I'll say graphic and adults, that they're going through on this particular show is that it is trying to, I'm not going to say necessarily rival, but I say that they're trying to show that they can have mature content within the MCU rival to the Marvel Netflix shows. That's how I kind of take it. They were like, you like those shows, but we got this right here. So let's show you how we can mold this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I was like, this thing is hitting the nail right on the head as far as that's concerned. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I just like, and I think that's a good point. And it's kind of like, when we think about shows like Luke Cage that definitely had something to say. Shows like, especially like Jessica Jones, that was probably the darkest of the Marvel Netflix shows.
It was sad, man. That show was a sad show.
It was sad. And so like, this show is sad in a different way. The fact that this man, John Walker, feels like, even though that he has 3 medals of honor, he's the new Captain America, he feels like he has something to live up to when he does. And what sets him off is the fact of anytime someone criticizes him within that kind of within something like related to him, like trying to live up to Steve Rogers, trying to be the best Captain America that he can be, he goes off. because he wants everyone to believe that he's the only Captain America that is.
Yeah.
Can't, because we've had Steve Rogers all this time. So
True.
And I think that's when you start to
and to add on to that, what makes it more important of Steve's choice of giving, I'm going to tie all of this together. So with the point of that, of him giving Steve giving Sam, Uncle Sam, the shield, it was definitely, he knew what he was doing and giving the right quality person of the symbol of the shield. And we could see the contrast with John Walker, where that was the government decision, and not the person to hold on, who had the title beforehand, who wanted to pass on the title to the next person, who was the next closest person to him, because he did not choose Bucky, because he understood the trauma that Bucky was going through. But someone who was his right hand, literally, and someone who was able to be stable and work through things, he gave it to Sam. And we were able to see how important Sam is the right choice for the shield and even the mantle, because he took time to even talk to Carly, who was his adversary. Exactly. But he took time to understand and try to reel her in of what she's doing. And instead of going in guns blazing like John, it's just the perfect contrast of what happened.
See, and I wager if it wasn't for John, Sam would have had that whole situation wrapped up with a nice bow at the end.
Yep.
Yes, cool. In the bag, yes.
Now the thing is,
he would have had it done. He would have had it done.
We knew he was going to go in there, though. We like, John going to mess this up.
Yeah.
John going to mess this up.
And like, that's what I'm saying. I guess, like, Mike, we were talking last week where I called him to, like, compared to a frat boy. And that whole hot-headedness is the frat boy mentality. That's
definitely.
And I think, like, further, at least my interpretation is, when he saw Lamar die, he's not even talking about his best friend. He's talking about someone who believed that he was Captain America, that he had that. So,
because Lamar, look at it this way. Do we know that Lamar was his true friend? Or if Lamar was just like someone there to hold the space to show that he has friends? I'm going to just say that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, probably.
were they ever really down?
Excuse me. No, from the start of the show, they already had a camaraderie. It already seemed that he was his confidant and best friend when they were in the locker room before he even came out.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is sometimes you be thinking you got a best friend and you find out you've been getting used for years. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he did wild out. He did wild out when, you know what I'm saying, Lamar took an L. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
No, not rest in peace.
Way to go.
You know what I'm saying? No, look.
Go ahead. What you got to say?
You get what you get, all right? You was with the bad Captain America. You was whack. You shouldn't have been with him. You knew he was whack. You still continued to back him. You still continued to stroke his little whack Captain America ego. That's what happens, all right? That's what happens.
He was Battlestar. He was Battlestar. He had to be there.
I got a little logo. I got a little logo that I dropped with it.
Wrong for that. Put it on my Black Widow hat. You wrong for that one.
You wrong for having a Black Widow hat. She did. All right.
Hey. Hey, I'm gonna get you for that one.
Rest in peace to the greats, Mike. Rest in peace.
She did. I don't care about nobody. I don't care about nobody in the MCU who already dead. Besides Captain Rogers. Besides Steve Rogers. That's it. The real Captain America.
Iron Man.
That's cold.
I let Iron Man slide. I let him slide. You know what I'm saying?
Gamora.
Nah, man, I ain't tripping on Gamora. She could go. Nah, she out.
Wow.
She out. Look.
Cold-blooded.
No, Gamora was cold-blooded, all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, she was cold-blooded. Well, she did kind of make up with her sister, though. Oh, man. I don't know. Nah, she's still dead. She did. She did.
You wrong. Nah, anyways, because I feel like I need a hat on. I'm putting a hat on. Anyways, like the whole like for him to go the way he did, like I don't want to say John was justified to be angry because he was justified, but to fully decapitate someone in the middle. In broad daylight, like It's messed up. It's wrong. It's just wrong.
And it's funny because, like, you got Falcon, Winter Soldier right beside each other. It was just like, dang, they didn't even know what to say. It was just like,
Yeah, they didn't know. Yeah,
because everybody was filming that joint, and it was like,
yeah.
Now,
yeah, the whole world now sees it.
Let me throw this in for fun. You know what I'm saying? All those cell phones, the whole world seen it. Are they going to come out and be like, oh, well, I guess that guy was probably ODing on drugs? I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's deep.
But we're going to let that go. We're going to let it go.
Nah, you brought it up. Nah, that's
the
deep.
whole world seen
For
it.
real, for real.
We can't call a spade a spade no more, apparently. But we're going to let it go. You know what I'm saying? We're going to let it go. We got the show.
But just like, go ahead, man. Go ahead. My bad. We're gonna say.
Oh,
I wasn't saying anything.
No, I
wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like, I really want, like, I'm interested to see the next episode to see what the impact of his actions are, because is that the thing that, you know, breaks the back of the government and like, okay, we can't have this guy as Cap anymore. Sam, do you want to take the shield? Because maybe, but it's also like, oh, well, he was really distraught over the death of his friend and confidant and partner, Battlestar, aka known as Lamar Hoskins.
Oh, so you think the government will put a spin on it? Like they're gonna try to make it like a PR play?
Maybe, because that's what I would do.
I can see it. I can see that happening.
But if I was like, if the guy that I chose to be Cap suddenly wild out and killing people, regardless if he's a Flag Smasher or not, it's kind of like putting my PR head on. I would be like, yeah, let's spin it. Be like, oh yeah, his confidant died and he was overcome with grief.
Yeah, due to the enemy. Yup.
They
might do that for the show.
They can just say that John Walker had a really bad day. Look, I got him. I got him all the time. Because you get on the news and say this stuff. So we got to call you out for it. Right. You know, he just had a tough day.
He had a tough day. He was dealing with delirium of 13-hour shift.
He
just had a tough day.
I feel like for real, like I feel for John Walker, but it's also kind of like, dude, you ain't gotta decapitate the bro. It just like I'm still kind of.
You know how crazy that scene is? Excuse me. You know how crazy that scene is? Is just prior, that man was saying how much he loved Captain America. And then he got killed by Captain America. It's wild.
True that.
Look at the irony in that.
It's irony, but there's also nuance to the fact that like this is not the same Captain America that you grew up with. It's like, and I think, good.
This ain't your mama's Captain America.
You know, and the thing about that is just what Ernstein said back in First Avenger, that the serum amplifies, enhances who that person is. So he's got the new super surgeon serum. And so now we're just seeing all that angst and anger just being more personified in the character of John Walker. So it was already latent, and now it just exploded.
Even though Nagel was like, I perfected it. I perfected the serum. It's like, you ain't perfect nothing. Like, you ain't did nothing. That's why you got killed. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Nagel dying, I like how your boy.
What you got?
Oh man, why did Zemo try to pass it off like he didn't straight kill Nagel though? He was like he was like mad passive aggressive. He was mad vague about like, you know, things happened. No, you killed the dude. We saw you. Like we were there. Like
it was blatant murder.
Killed him.
Like, we saw you. We saw you do it.
Killed him. That's what happened.
He was like, you know, things happen. Mistakes were made. He's like, no, it wasn't a mistake. You did it. It was deliberate.
Yo, a mistake is me frying my bacon too long. That's a mistake, right?
Right.
Spanish is things happen. Well, man, you took out a gat and straight up like just murked the guy. It's kind of like,
that was not a mistake.
Cold-blooded murder,
bro. Like,
first degree. Yeah.
I will say Zemo is my favorite character in this whole series because he's just kind of like
Zemo's been killing.
No apologies for who he is. He just is who he is. And
you're absolutely right.
Not to say that I dig the whole villainy supremacy thing, but like he adds a different kind of flavor than I would have expected. I thought he would have been the villain that they were chasing in addition to the flashback, but like that wasn't the case.
And
so
he adds a very interesting look at superheroism.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with him or not, he adds a very interesting look that I think is worth, kind of like talking about and discussing, especially amongst like Sam, even Sharon, because I like homie called Sharon and he's like, yo, Zemo holding out on us. She was like, and you're surprised because like he's like bad guy being bad. Like I'm trying to figure out why I care. Like, but no, I like Sharon in this, man. She kills it. But Zemo's that dude. He really comes through. I wanted to throw
one thing
this
that
to
I
y'all.
appreciated from this episode. Oh, the one thing that I appreciated from this episode was that him and Sam had that one-on-one conversation, and all three of them had great conversations when they're together. But when he asked Sam about if he ever took or would he take the serum, would he? And he was very surprised and taken back that Sam said no. So he ended up having more a fondness of Sam after hearing that answer. So I appreciated that a lot.
Yeah.
And what is it? I think it was Fatima in the chat saying like they really want to know who the power broker is.
That's what I was about to
Yeah, we still need to find out.
I'm very interested. At first, I didn't care who the power broker was, but now I'm like, okay, all right. So we like the power broker, this figure. I don't know. I'm trying to think if it's someone that's in that part of the world, or if it's just someone who could be anywhere. But the power broker, I'm interested to see who that person might be.
Have you heard any theories about who it might be?
I haven't.
There's people. I don't know. I have a
theory time. Let's roll.
I wonder if it's Sharon. I really wonder if it's Sharon, because it's like someone that is. There wouldn't be an impact if it was just some random mustache twirling guy who was like, "Oh, I make the super soldier serum." It wouldn't be anything like that. So to make an impact, who would it be? Sharon, or is it Ross?
And
Antoine Allen says it's Ross.
I could believe that. And one thing that could give more validity, more validity to it being Sharon. Let's say, all right, I'm gonna just say this. So they were in Magapore, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's in the comics. And they were with the go-between of the power broker. Boom, automatic shot, right? Dead. And then come to find out, Sharon is outside willing to help them. That's a good awful coincidence right there.
True.
Got to pay attention to the little things. That's one. But two, I'm just going to bring this out here. The theory is that it might be Zola.
I mean, Zola could have put himself on like a little hard drive, a mini disc, a compact diskette. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Maxell 90-minute tape. You know what I'm saying?
It's going out there on the internet of the theory. I'll just bringing that to y'all.
Yo, shouts out to Christina in the chat. I just saw you. Yo, honestly, Christina, look, if we weren't almost at time, I'd be like, yo, why don't you come on the show? Look, Christina, Christina, it's actually been a long time since you've been on the show, too. So that might be my fault, but still, like, don't sleep. Like, next week, holla at me.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt. Okay, this whole theory thing, y'all got me going now. Sharon, Ross, Zola.
All right.
Okay, so if it's one of those three, I think the one that make the most sense would be Ross if they're going to set up the Thunderbolts. If they set up their Thunderbolts, it has to be Ross. If it's not the Thunderbolts, it's got to be Sharon. It's got to be one of those two, or some other guy who is just like, hey, what's up? I'm the power broker. Like, you know what I mean?
Zia said, what if it's a scroll? I mean, what if Sharon is a scroll? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Changes
Don't,
things a little bit.
Don't. Now I'm upset.
Because now, if we're going to be getting into sooner or later the secret invasion, could people be scrolls and we don't even know? You know what I'm saying? I mean, technically there are scrolls that we don't even know, but I mean, kind of like invasion type tactics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm gonna be the bad guy. What if Secret Invasion the scroll is Sam? That would have been. I don't know. I don't have any inside information. I'm just thinking like,
nah, man, nah,
like that happened. Like, yo, Captain America, like on like Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Cap was a scroll in the whole Secret Invasion.
Right.
Yeah. So like,
yeah. Antoine Allen said, "I'm already sick of the scrolls. It's the answer to too much. Like it was all a dang dream." Yeah,
right.
You know what? Yeah, the scrolls are kind of out for people acting weird. Like you can just be like, "Oh yeah, it wasn't really them." You know what I'm saying? So, I can see I can see that. I can see that. Now, with that said, guys, we coming to time. Final thoughts on this episode. What you want to see on the next episode? RJ, hit him. What you got? How you feeling?
All right. First of all, I love this episode. As I said in the beginning, I just feel like this took this from one echelon to another echelon that it upped it. So
we went from one echelon.
Yeah, as quality, great TV, especially coming from Disney Plus. This show is projecting to be my favorite over their previous outing. So I'm looking for Loki. I did not like WandaVision. So this show is actually killing it to have me invested to watch week after week. And yeah, this episode just was the nail in the coffin for me to enjoy it all the way through. And what I'm looking forward to next week, I heard that it was going to be an hour. I don't know if that's confirmed, but just to see all the ramifications of last week or this previous episode, and to see how everyone comes together. And if we could get a glimpse of the power broker, because he's still after Carly. So we still have to see, that resolution. So everything is coming to a head.
You took my serum, AKA you took my money. All right. Now either you have my serum or you got my money. You know what I'm saying?
By 10 p.m., either you or him is dead. I'm gonna smoke you and him.
I'm gonna smoke you. I'm gonna kill everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, Clement, where you at?
I mean, I think the first thing I want to see Sam throwing the shield like we had in the promos, early on throwing the shield in front of his house. Hopefully that is like midway or to like episode 6. I wonder if they purely shot that for the sake of promos, but
probably did.
I want to see the power broker reveal, not because I want to know who it is, but because of like what will be the impact of that, like what other chain of events will that set off when the fact that we know who the power broker is. You know what I mean? So, and I think like, I know we were talking about this last week, that even though like Mike, I know you ain't looking up forward to Black Widow, but like the fact that Rock shows up in Black Widow, I'm kind of like,
yeah,
what's up? So like, I don't know. And I want to see more of the relationship between Bucky and Sam. It seems like now it's like, even though like it's not like the whole Lethal Weapon vibe of like Riggs, I forget.
Yeah.
Murtaugh, like
Murtaugh Riggs,
like
Murtaugh
together. Like it seems like even though like they don't like certain parts about others' personality, they respect each other at the end of the day, and it seems like they're getting towards that point. So like, I want to see them do that to find Zemo. I wonder if Zemo's going to come back by the end of the show, because now he's gone.
Hey, let me ask you guys.
Zemo might be hiding out for a
Isaiah
second.
Bradley going to come back around?
What'd you say?
Oh, who? Right?
Do you think Isaiah
RJ?
Bradley coming back around?
Yo.
Yeah. Do you think Isaiah Bradley coming back around?
I mean, you don't cast Carl Lumbly as Isaiah Bradley just to have him show up for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think we'll see him again. I think we see him in kind of like an epilogue type of scene at the end of season. I mean, at the end of episode 6.
Yeah.
But I do think we have a reckoning between Sam and John Walker, man. Sam gonna be like, look, I've tried to be cool. I've tried to chill. Give me the shield. They be like, look, give me the shield. You ain't worthy. You know what I'm saying? And don't let me call some of my friends. No, I'm playing. But be like, look, you're taking it too far. Give me the shield right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, I chilled. I saw you go on Good Morning America. I saw you over here on posters. I saw you do. But look, I'm done. All right? Give me the shield. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to tarnish my man. You know what I'm saying? My homie. Man, $100,000. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to tarnish his legacy.
You do bring up an interesting point, though. John Walker ain't got no friends anymore.
Well, no, he got his girl. She gonna be like, oh,
what is she gonna do with
okay if you murder somebody in the middle of the streets? Don't worry about it, baby.
I'm sure she can handle it because John probably taught her a thing or two. But like, as far as going to toe to toe with Sam and Bucky, like, and if Sam called in a favor, he was like, "Yo, I need someone to show up, help me." He calls him Ant-Man. Like.
Yeah. Yo, on the real, John Walker, I'd be like, John Walker, give me the shield right now. Anything else but yes, I'm calling up Thor. I'm not playing. I'm going straight to the big guns. I'm going to just be like, yo, homie, roll through. All you're going to see is the Bifrost, and he going to come out talking about, give me, oh, well, Thanos is dead. Give me John Walker. You know what I'm saying? And he aiming for dome pieces, son. He aiming for dome pieces.
Yeah.
So.
After that,
I mean, he got a whole squad that he could call because, like, Don Cheadle could show up and just put.
And Fatima just said,
what was it? The wife? What do you call it? The ex-wife missile.
But he probably got it fixed by now. Now that Tony ain't alive, he probably got that fixed by now. He got a. Who else is gonna?
Because you got, you know what I'm saying. You got Pepper. She got a suit. Then you got War Machine. You know what I'm saying? You got Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle probably show up and be like, I told you, you shouldn't have gave up the shield. And then you're going to see Winter Soldier, and he's going to be like, I told you, man.
Yeah, you told me so.
And then Sam was just going to be like, I don't want to hear it. Like, just like straight up.
Like, I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
Let's just beat up this guy and go home. Like,
let's take care of, what do they call it? El Market Cap. Like, just like you're done.
Great value. Great value.
Value cap. Like
Fatima brought up a good point. She said, yo, where's Bruce? Man, Bruce ain't worried about y'all no more. He like, look, hey, I got a baby arm now. I'm done.
Yeah, that's
true. He lost that. Like, it's kind of like, he's like.
A baby arm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even real Hulk no more because since I got two-pieced up by Thanos, the real Hulk don't want to be Hulk no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so now I got to be like, you know what I'm saying, librarian Hulk. So I ain't even, you know what I'm saying?
Very docile, domesticated Hulk.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hulk out here wearing sweater vests. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, he ain't real no more. You know what I'm saying? He got beat down and he ain't real no more.
I mean,
you know if we don't Hulk used to wear Timbs, all right? Now he's wearing canvas shoes. I'm just saying. It's not the same. All right, it's not the same no more.
I mean, if we don't see Banner here, we're gonna see him in She-Hulk. Like,
all right,
She-Hulk just added someone to the cast too. Like, Renee Elise Goldsberry got added to the cast, so that's gonna be a fire show too. I'm looking forward to that.
So we'll see where that rolls.
Jenna James said Simp Hulk.
Jenna, you wild, yo. So
I can't.
Mr. Fix It, nah, bro.
Dude,
nah. He ain't fixing nothing. That dude ain't fixing nothing.
Nah, they need to do that though. That would be awesome. That would have that character show up.
Maybe his baby arm got baby, and then like the real Hulk was like, nah, son, I ain't taking it no more. And then he came through, and now he's Maestro. Maybe that. I don't know, but I don't know, man. Hulk, he don't want no smoke no more. Hulk wouldn't hurt a fly. You know what I'm saying? He over there wearing glasses and stuff, man.
Hulk wouldn't fix it, and Maestro would. They're straight up just murk people.
Y'all making me feel bad. I wear glasses and sweater vests.
No, but no, it's
no,
different.
don't feel bad. I do too. I got to do that for my job.
You don't have gamma radiation flowing through your veins, though.
I don't.
You was always you from the start. From the start, you was chilling with the glass.
I looked up the Hulk. I was like, he's relatable to me now.
See, you started from the bottom. Now you here. You had the glasses, all right? He
why
didn't
did
have
you
glasses.
try to make the
He's
same
using
joke that
glasses to hide from his glory. You know what I'm saying? You don't use glasses to hide from nothing. He's using the glasses to try to hide. You real. You know what I'm saying?
And I didn't wear them just because of the glare of the camera. So that's why I didn't wear them. But yeah, that's how I live my life.
See, I would like to see without it, but now I'm just like, Mr. I can't see. Like, yeah, no. But,
over there messing up Ant-Man, turning them to babies and stuff. Man, look, the Hulk is almost. Look, the Hulk is like almost useless these days, man. I'm just saying. Look, man. I'm saying the Hulk. Like, come on, man. Look, this is what happened. The Hulk was feeling himself. All right. So boom. Let me give y'all a flashback if y'all forget. All right. Thor Ragnarok. The Hulk was like, word, I'm a gladiator. I'm beating up everybody. Ha. Then he goes and fights a big old wolf. Clack, boom, boom, right up in the water. Then he like, yeah, I'm the man. Then Thanos rolled through, right? And Hulk like, oh, I got to drop on you. And then Thanos like, you must have thought wrong. And he was like, and then,
did he? Guess what? So I saw the movie by myself in the theater, right? And when Thanos beat up the Hulk, I was like, oh, this what kind of movie this is.
Yo, Thanos made everybody want to go home. Like when they saw Hulk get pieced up like that, they was like, all right, it's over. Just everybody pack it up. We done. It's like
I was in disbelief. My jaw was dropped. I was like, I can't believe that he did that to the strongest there is. I was like, yeah, he's a threat.
You saw Thor. Thor finally realized his powers. Where was Thor? Up, beat up on his knees. Shut up.
Yeah.
Got to do that. Thanos' hype man. You know what I'm saying? Was like, shut up. Put the little metal over his mouth. Come on, man. Like,
yeah, it was great. It was great.
Wait, first of all,
but see, did you see Thor? Did you see Thor get all sad and stuff? No. Thor was like, yo, open up this star because I'm about to make a new weapon. Did you see Hulk do that? Hulk was like, no, I don't want none of the smoke. And he went right back inside like a punk. Man, get out of here.
Okay, first of all, there shall be no Hulk slander in the presence of Clement J. Bryant. So that's the first thing. Okay? Wait. Now I gotta take off my hat because now y'all got me all upset. Now I gotta get my Mr. Fix It on. First of all, there shall be no Hulk slander. And also, if you got bossed the way that Hulk did by Thanos, why wouldn't you? I understand why Hulk didn't come out. I understand why Hulk wasn't there. He got bossed up. He made that man eat his words and then eat his ego and then more. 2 egos got hurt that day, not just one. So I'm just gonna say Hulk is still what there is. Because also Hulk was the one that snapped the gauntlet to bring everybody back. So first things first. He was the only.
That was Professor Hulk. That was Professor Hulk. That was Banner Hulk.
He had gamma radiation. That's all.
The only one who could have done it, though. Doesn't matter. He's the only one who could have done it.
Peep this. Let me tell you about someone else who got beat down. All right? It's a man by the name of Rocky. All right? Check it. Mr. T came through, whooped him up. All right? He could have gave up. He could have quit, but nah. He went out to L.A. and met his homie and trained up. He was running in the sand with tube socks on. Then he came back and he had skills and he won the fight. All right? So look, boom. Proof. All right? Hulk should have went to the gym. All right? Learned some footwork. You know what I'm saying? Got his game back. You know what I'm saying? Chasing chickens around and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then came back, stepped up to the man. He wearing a Hulk Buster uniform? Look, what?
See, wrong for that.
Yeah, no, I agree with Mike. He should have wanted a rematch after that L. Like if Hulk got so many W's, you know, everybody go for the rematch. Even Deontay Wilder right now was looking for his rematch. You know, everybody wants that chance. So, you know, I think Hulk should have wanted to be eager for that rematch, but he wasn't. He was scared.
Yo, Thomas D said Thanos threw Hulk a towel and told him to clean himself up. Hey, with that said, we're done. We're done.
Bye.
We're done. Check it. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's right. Antoine Allen's right. Clubber Lang did tell Rocky's wife to come to his apartment. He said, he was something like, you need to learn see about a real man or something like that. Real man. He even talked to his wife. You know what I'm saying? But did Rocky let that stop him? No. He went back to the lab, got his footwork right. You know what I'm saying? Learned how to fight. He was ducking under the rope and stuff. Man, come on, man. Hulk could have did that, but did he? No. He cried and took his ball home. And I'm like, get out of here.
Man.
So, with that said, Clement, Bryant, say peace to everybody. Tell them where they can find you.
Peace. At Clement Bryant, Twitter, Instagram. I'm about to get Mike about the Hulk slander, but I'll see you all later. Y'all maybe wear my different hat.
Oh, man. Right over here, RJ, peace.
All right. So everybody, you can find me on my channel at The Nerdy Brew. We talk TV, movies, and everything in between. I'm currently growing my channel. It's been a year. We're almost at 1,000 subs. And we're doing a $50 giveaway straight to the Cash App. And you'll be eligible to win if you subscribe and comment on the channel. I'm currently taking a break due to some behind the scene things, but we're still reaching for the goals. And I appreciate OneYoungsta to having me on the channel. And you can find me on Instagram at RJNerdyBrew315. Peace.
Word up, word up. Shouts to everybody in the chat. We had Fatima, Bearborn, Joe Greer, Jenna James, Zias. We had E. Burnson come through. We had, of course, Christina Ariel, who never leaves my messages on red. Thank you very much. Stress Free K, Tyler Bennett, who pays his fees. No, I'm just playing. I think I said Zias already. We had Arcatron super early. Young Tay came through. We had First Named After One. We had a whole bunch of folks. Look, I can't remember all y'all names, and the words are small. So look, I'm doing my best. If I missed you, it's not on purpose. All right, I'm not doing like Thanos did Hulk. All right, I'm just an accident. All right. So with that said, NERD SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. Hit that thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit that thumbs down if you don't. But if you hit that thumbs down, I'm gonna send the Dora Milaje after you. All right, and then you're gonna be humble. All right. You're gonna be humble after that. All right. First, they're gonna take your shield, then give it back to you. Then they're gonna take your arm off, and you're gonna be like, "Oh snap! I didn't even know you could do that." And then
yeah, they did that.
And then your best friend, the person that you thought was gonna be down with you is gonna slide out and hop into a tunnel. All right. So that's all gonna happen. Then podcast if you want to listen. Spotify for that music. We're leaving y'all with some Parker Lewis, some Arcatron. We got some new tracks coming later. But look, from us to you, thank you for watching and peace. Yeah. See y'all at 7 for NERDSoul Sports. Y'all be good. We out. We out. We out. What up, what up, what up?
I'm the man, yes sir, that killed the bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for I would label the drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the Parker Lewis.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too short, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. I'm still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger